here we are again. We are on day 25, I believe. Day 25 of the 31-day spiritual upgrade. And if you have been here the whole time, congratulations. If you have just jumped on and you're a part of this live experience, then amazing. And if you are watching this, because you've signed up through the website, or maybe you've signed up in 2026, 2027, I feel like this challenge is going to be around a long time, and currently we are doing this in a live experience. So for all of those that are here in the live, hello and welcome. And if you are watching this in the future, then please know that the power and the potency still is relevant to you today. So if you're jumping on here in the live, come and say hello. I can't wait to talk to you for the next 15 minutes about alignment. Yes, because there's so many mistaken beliefs about what is an alignment, what is a sacred yes, what is a no. If it's not a hell yes, it should be a hell no. That is not always the case. And this is what I experience with my beautiful one-to-one clients, is some of them, I can see some of the little faces here now, it's like a hell yes isn't really real for them, because as an emotional, then sometimes, you only ever make it to an 80% yes, right? So there's a lot of capping our alignment, or putting rules and regulations and putting us in boxes, when it is about what is actually real for us. So what is alignment to you? What is alignment to you? So there's also this kind of belief, this mistaken belief. I'm just coming in here where the sunshine is, where I don't get distracted by the builders next door. There's this mistaken belief that, that's so true. That it has to feel really fucking good for it to be aligned. And it's just not real. It doesn't have to feel really good to be aligned. Sometimes it feels really uncomfortable. Example, I was talking to one of my one-to-one clients. She's talking about re-signing with me, coming into the secret squirrel deal. She's so excited, and we talked for ages. And she's literally in tears, and she's like, I'm freaking out. Like, my nervous system is freaking out because I haven't quite regulated to my new level. And I said to her, this is a good thing. Sometimes when we make decisions for our future self, when we make decisions that are stretchy and edgy, it's literally like, whew, okay, just because you're having a little bit of a moment of stretch or discomfort doesn't mean it's not aligned. And this is where so many people and manifestation coaches, I've even been a part of consciousness groups where I was like, it just has to be so easy. And it's like, no. Oh, now I can see comments. Hi, Tanya. Come and say hello, guys. If you haven't said hello already, I haven't seen any comments. The secret squirrel is going off, and I'm going to talk about that more because secret squirrel is for those that are in spiritual membership. I've got this incredible, insane deal going on. So, it's crazy. But yeah, it feels uncomfortable. When I invested in my coach, which is $1,000 a week, and I don't even get access to her, I just show up to a couple of calls a month and have to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning. It's edgy. It's uncomfortable. I don't even get to ask anything, right? But for me, it felt so good, because even though I was shaking and I wanted to pee my pants, and when we talk about courage, courage is fear, but continuously moving through it, not freezing. And when I've made huge investments in myself, or given myself time, a huge amount of time, and got the mum guilt, for investing in myself time and money. Hey Dana, the biggest thing is going, it doesn't mean it's not aligned because it's uncomfortable. Usually it means it is aligned. If it's not aligned, if something's not aligned for you, it's kind of like oh my God, that's a no. So when my friend said, hey, you want to come to the pub and do quiz night? I said, no way in hell. I don't like pubs. I'm a non-drinker, and I am not yet ready to be around people that are drinking alcohol. You know, I've had a lot of wounds in my life because of alcohol. That was a hard no. And I said, maybe one day, because I have a growth mindset, okay? So we know when something's correct for us, but it doesn't mean it's going to be easy, okay? Can you guys start commenting? Because I can only see 2 comments. I'm not sure if the comments aren't working or if everyone's just chilling back. Let me see your face. Say hello. So it's going to be fun this next freaking week. We have got 6 days left until the 31st. We're going to have an extravaganza. Hey, Stacey. We're going to have an extravaganza of light language and readings and hot seat coaching and Q&A. Hey, Emma. We're going to have so much stuff happening. But for now, inspiring to cut down on drinking for sure. Yeah, exactly. I'm not going to the pub. A lot of people have been doing dry July as well, because as we're recording this, it's July 2024. So it's very exciting. So my question to you is, what does alignment feel like for you? So what does it feel like for you? Now, some of you have chosen to work with me in my high-level spaces, and it was a stretch, right? You know who you are. You're like, oh my God, it's a whole lot of fucking money and a whole lot of time to show up. And sometimes I got to get uncomfortable and show up at crazy times, like 10 o'clock at night or 6 o'clock in the morning. For me, I show up at 3 o'clock in the morning. I was up at 3 o'clock this morning in a part of my mastermind where I didn't get chosen to talk, you know, and I keep showing up. Why? Because I'm sitting at the table with people that I admire, who are creating ripple effects of change in the world. I'm investing in myself, time and money. I'm working around my future self to be more of my future self. I'm not, we're not doing light language today in here. We're going to do it in the spiritual membership, Stacey. So I expect to see you there in about 20 minutes. It's going to be really beautiful today. So alignment doesn't necessarily feel honky-dory, comfortable, love and light and everything's right. It feels uncomfortable. One of my beautiful clients who's been with me off and on, because people ebb and flow, obviously. They come into the membership, they come into one-to-one, they come into MM, they go have a rest, they come back. It's this long-term relationship we do. And she said, I'm in. And now I feel like throwing up. Because she's a mum. And she's built her business while working with me. And she's decided that she's going to come into this package that I've created, and she's literally shitting herself. And my other client literally jumped on and she's crying like, oh my God, because when we are stepping into courage, it doesn't mean that fear won't be there, right? We've been talking about this a lot. So to bring this back out of like the big, hairy, audacious stuff, what does alignment feel like for you? Maybe it's somebody saying, hey, you want to hang out? Right? And is that person aligned for me? Is this choice aligned with me? Would my future self say yes to this? Is this a good opportunity? Maybe it's, I literally slay in my own lane a lot. So I'm like really focused on my alignment. I'm really focused on my clients, my business, and my family. They are my highest priorities at this time of my life, and maybe forever. But what is in alignment with me in the way that I'm living? Drinking alcohol is not in alignment with me. Smoking's not in alignment with me. Eating junk food is not even in alignment with me, apart from the odd time when I sit on the couch and like having my big bowl of popcorn. I'm like, oh my God, this is amazing. Like, what is in alignment with me and what is not? And we know this, but we get confused and we use this as an excuse to not do things, not do the bold, scary, audacious, like targets and goals that we're wanting. And the most coolest thing happened yesterday. I had all these plans. I was like, right, so we're creating a movement here, right? So I've written all of my freaking donuts are aligned with me. Oh my God, donuts, donuts. So literally, like I wrote, I'm going to do this and this and this and this and this and this. I'm remastering MM, so it's going to be fresh and amazing and new. All the old content's still there, of course, but we're adding, because we're always adding and always evolving, right? And I had all these plans, and I went to do my first podcast interview for the day with someone who's in like Mexico, and it looks like the internet's off. And I was like, oh shit, the internet's off. I knew the internet was going off, but I thought I had months. Like, I really didn't think about it. And I went, cool, well, that's us. We're going out for lunch. We're going for a 2-hour walk on the beach. We're going to discuss our business. And the most beautiful thing happened. We were able to see what we need to do in our business, how we can make it better, what we need as a couple, what is an alignment for our family. And we were like, we need to go on a date every week. We need to go for a walk on the beach every day. We need to connect like this all the time, because we get stuck in this energy of, right, serving. Let's make some strict, plans or some disciplines and all that. And the fact that the universe completely broke all of my plans, all of my systems, all of my structure, all of my strategy was so beautiful, because it was out of my hands. I didn't complain that the power was off. I was like, there's nothing I can do. Cancelled the podcast and went and spent I didn't even know I needed time with Luke. I didn't know that I needed a 3 or 4 or 5 hour meeting with Luke about our business and where we're going and how to create more of a ripple effect to change the world. I didn't know that. But because those plans were broken and we have growth mindset, we were like, this is so fucking aligned. So I realized so many things that dropped in. I woke up to a whole lot of people going, what is the secret squirrel? How do I work with you? Where's the links for MM? Am I too late? Can I jump in? How do I had all of these messages, and all these invitations, because I'm a projector. So invitations are a sign I'm in alignment, right? So if you're a manifest generator or a generator, then it's like you're here to respond. You wait and then you respond. This is an opportunity. You respond to that. As if you're a projector, then you're waiting for invitations. I'm not just sitting there doing nothing. I'm working on myself. I'm walking on the beach. I'm reaching out to people. I'm putting my offers out. I'm showing up with my brightest light, and then invitations come because I'm in alignment. So if you're a projector, you're in alignment, and you're in alignment. Invitations. I've had invitations to be on all sorts of things recently. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm going on all sorts of virtual retreats and being interviewed and all sorts of things because of alignment. So mani-gens and generators, it's very much about you responding. And manifestors, this is if you're into human design, right? Otherwise, just kind of let it go. If you're a manifestor, it's very much about you just informing. I'm going away. I'm going away. I'll see you soon. You can come if you want, right? So a lot, and you feel peace, right? We also feel an energy when alignment. If you're a projector, you're going to feel successful. Right now, I feel so successful. I bought myself this hat, Filthy Rich, because I was celebrating how successful I feel. It's not because I made money. It's because I literally was like, I feel so successful in this 31-day upgrade challenge. I'm training for a 42K. My birthday's coming up. I've got my new program dropping today. I was meant to drop it yesterday, but I couldn't because we had no power. And that's okay, because it needed more time. So we have to stop micromanaging and fucking ourselves up thinking, what is alignment? Oh, that's not alignment because it feels uncomfortable. That's hiding. That's putting yourself in your own prison, in your own box. It's meant to be uncomfortable. You're meant to be shaking your boots. And what happens is you regulate. So if every time I've made an investment, a prudent investment, like a big investment, I'm like shaking. How am I going to pay that? But I never remembered how much I ended up paying because I'm always thinking about how amazing that space was, how much I can't wait to keep investing, keep shining, keep growing, keep going. And what did I do before this even, right? So same with time and space. How did I work 40 hours a week? I don't even know, because now it's like I've got so much more time and space for my family because I created it. You're the creator of your reality. If you're a projector, you're going to feel success. You're going to get invitations. If you're a manifest generator or a generator, you wait before you respond. You've got to respond. I want to respond. Just wait a second. But you will feel satisfied. I feel sad. It doesn't mean you're not going to feel scared. I feel successful and scared, but you're going to feel so satisfied. You're like, yes, I'm doing the work. It feels good. And when you're on your roll, you're on your roll, So Being an emotional generator, I've learned from you to follow my heart and take time and not to rush decision 1,000%. Now, rather than, so I was just talking to an emotional, I'm going to cough right now. An emotional, I'm talking faster than my brain, other way around. Emotional generator, excuse me, and I was like, I'm not going to make you make a decision whether you're investing in one-to-one with me right now. I took her through, we were talking for a long time because I had to tap into her body, had to help raise the floor of what she thought was possible for her and what she was worthy of and of deserving. And she was upset. She was like, oh my God, I need this. Can I afford this? Can I do this? And I'm like, it's not about being in, like, oh my God, it's not freaking out about, oh my God, can I do this? It's like, how can I make this happen? It's not going and doing all of your bills and stuff like that. It's like, how can I make this happen? How can I invest this? How can I create more space for myself? How can I show up more? How can I be a magnet? And that's asking the universe. It's not getting a pen and paper, how do I do it, freaking out because you can't see the way in your brain. It's letting go of your brain and go, what is in alignment with me? And then the universe will gift you things, gift you opportunities, gift you possibilities, help you remember who you are. Yes, and I loved someone, I think it was Nicole, said, oh my God, the way I met Victoria was crazy. Our children are best friends, and I won 6 weeks in her membership, and then I've been so triggered beyond anything ever possible, but now my guides are coming through. I'm this and that and everything else, and it wasn't meant to be comfortable. If you want a best friend or a cheerleader, go ring a mate. If you want to be aligned and expand and be quantum, then get a mentor, right? Do this type of stuff, which is showing up even when you don't fucking want to, right? So alignment is about doing the thing even if it doesn't feel good. Now, if you don't have the money coming in or the relationship that you want or whatever, it's because you're not in alignment with that next level. So to get in alignment with it is to do the inner work self. It's to shift the subconscious. It's about doing the somatics, the embodiment work. It's about reprogramming. A lot of what I do in my containers is, let's do tapping. I think we did that in here, right? Let's do some reprogramming. Let's do some light language. Let's do the energetics. Let's raise the floor so you can raise the ceiling. And that is why people always have the same amount of money. Even if they win lotto, they end up with the same amount of money. They lose the money because they have got a bottom line. Where with me, I went from $30,000 for being a hairdresser, working my ass off. I loved working, but I worked my ass off, to making hundreds of thousands of dollars, even over $100,000 in a month. I did that quite a few times. Why did I do that? Because I raised the bar. I got uncomfortable. It didn't mean I wasn't aligned. Okay? So we need to reprogram. We talked about reframing yesterday, but today we want to talk about, good morning, Ayana. We want to talk about reprogramming, what it means to be in alignment. So not all of us want to skyrocket or quantum. We're like, quite comfortable here. I just want to tap into spirit some more. Like, what are you on, lady? But so it will resonate with some of you and it won't resonate with some of you. But for me, I'm super ambitious and I'm always desiring to be a better person. I'm always desiring to reach more people. I'm always desiring to work on myself. So anything that's not in alignment, even if it's my mindset, even if it's my body, it has to shift and change and evolve and transmute, right? Heck no, I want to blow up, and you will, Sarah! I can't wait to celebrate you! So, this is the thing, right? We don't ever remember the amount of money or whatever we invested. We don't ever really remember certain things. What we do remember is the transformation. And when we look back in our lives, there's certain points that we look back on. I remember when I quit my job, Luke quit his job. I think we had about $10,000 and that's all we had. And we were like, oh my fucking God. Like, we just sold our house, just built a new house, and we're like, and we worked so hard our whole lives. And all of a sudden we're like, now we've got to build a business from the ground up. What the hell, because you got to keep going, right? You can't just do it once. Like, you got to do it again and again and again. And that was scary. We were living in 1-bedroom flat for about 6 weeks at my sister's, in the same room as our children, while my computer was in that room. We didn't even have we had a tiny kitchenette. Like, it was a sleep out. We lived in a sleep out while we were building our multiple 6-figure business. And it was tight. It was only 6 weeks, but oh my God, I was like, I'm going to remember this forever. We spent the rest of our money hiring a coach, and we were so uncomfortable. That's where I grew. When I went through my spiritual awakening, that's where I grew. When I dropped all of my beliefs and when I was starting fresh, I was shaking. I was on my knees. I was crying, but it was aligned. It was aligned. Moving house. Yes, Anita, like, moving house. It's uncomfortable. It's like, how the hell did I get here? I manifested this legit. And it was uncomfortable and hard. But it was the mindset that was hard, the letting go of it, and actually trusting the process and knowing that the universe has got my back and that the world doesn't owe me anything. It's my privilege to show up. It's my privilege. I'm entitled to do this work, right? And yeah, it's just, this weekend, stretching, raising the floor and growing, into your capsule, so much more and more and more and more to go. So we all have different capacities. No one is better than anybody else, but alignment, we've got to stop using the word alignment as an excuse. Oh, that's not aligned. That's not aligned. That's not aligned. Like, alignment is not necessarily comfortable. So when people go, I'm not making this amount of money, but I'm doing all the things, I'm ready, I'm aligned for it. No, you're not. You're not ready for it because you're not a vibrational match. So vibrational match is the subconscious work. Today, after spiritual membership, which is in about 5 minutes, I'm going to grab Luke because it's hard to get him away because he wants that satisfaction from doing a job well done as a generator. And I'm saying, we're going for a hike, right? Because what matters is alignment in the human, in the body, in the relationships. The money follows. So yeah, it's really, really important. I went into fear spiral and I heard we got the house. I'm like, what the fuck? Then I remembered my training and went, nope, this is not mine and not my fear. And a lot of the time it's not ours, it's collectively. And we're afraid of being judged. My husband said to me years ago, I said, don't you want to have money and get out of scarcity and create something, And he said, I don't want too much money. Pardon? What do you mean? Hang on, we need to talk about this. And he goes, because I wanted it, I just didn't know how to have it, to receive it, because I never ever had it. It was like always down to the last cent, every week, minus actually. I was in debt for a long, long, long time. And he said, because I want to still align and resonate with people. I don't want to make my family or friends feel uncomfortable. And I go, we need to have a big talk about this. Right? Because it doesn't work that way. You don't get super, super, super wealthy as you become aligned and all of a sudden you're untouchable. It doesn't work that way. You're still who you are. So choose yourself, whatever that means for you. Take whatever you want from this for day 25. What is alignment for you? What does it feel like? Someone said, come to the pub. I'm like, no. Because I'm not a people pleaser. She's like, okay, one day you can come on. Maybe. Not today. Not today. And maybe never. But she's still my friend, right? Like, I've got shit to do. I'm not going to go fuck around. I'm definitely not going to go to the pub. And although she's not a big drinker. And then other people go, hey, you want to go on a hike or come to a Pilates class? I'm like, oh, it's a little bit uncomfortable, but okay. Going to group coaching at the gym, a little bit uncomfortable to begin with, and then I become confident, and I start changing, and I start rising the floor, rising the ceiling. Okay, my love, sending you so much love. Let me know what your favorite part has been so far in the spiritual upgrade, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Lots of love.